Good morning. I hope everyone is good this morning. Got a couple of people in already. So I've got the door open, which I don't normally have because I'm on my own at the minute. Darren's gone to Lidl, so I've just got the door open in case the postman knocks on the door, although I doubt he will. I had a bit of a nightmare this week with elastic. I'm still waiting for confirmation that I've done a big order of navy elastic. I've only found one person in the UK with navy elastic. It's been an absolute nightmare. And she's not very reliable. I've bought from her a few times. And she still hasn't confirmed my order. Oh, hello, Kathy. 3 a.m. in Kentucky. Oh, don't stay up on account of me because it'll be quite boring. I'm a bit fuzzy. Am I? Oh, is that because Darren's downloading Ghost Recon or something on his Xbox? How's my ankle? It woke me up about 10 times last night because I move a lot in my sleep. So every time I leaned on it or moved, it woke me up. Good morning, Kath and Gimbal and Antoinette and Nia and Kathy and Seaglass, Kaz, and I think that's everyone so far. And Jem. So I've ordered a bulk order of elastic from Amazon. So this is 155 meters in total, so that's going to last me a while. It's too hot to work during the day here, can't you? Can I dye my elastic? I don't know how colour fast that is. That is a good, because white is very available. Because white's not very practical for doing face coverings. So basically, there's plenty of that out there. This little lot cost me 40 quid, but it's going to last some time. So I'm just waiting for this woman to get back to me about the navy. How do you know Celsius, Kathy? How hot is it in Kentucky? It's I would say to you it's probably cold here because it's like 18 degrees, which to me, I live up north of England, that's warm. So I've just been and put a load of washing out on the line. It's hazy sunshine. So what's everyone up to this weekend? Anything interesting? I'm waiting to see if anybody comes in for a chat with me. I got some nice flowers. I always point the wrong way. I got some nice flowers off Darren yesterday to go with my room, some pink carnations. I hope you can hear me all right. I had a bit of trouble with the mic this morning, so I had to restart my computer. Ever since I disabled the mic on the webcam last Saturday, it's 90 here with lots of humidity. I don't know what 90 is. Is it 26 or something? 27? Can't remember. Morning, Aid. You all right? So what was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought there. It's gone. What was I saying? Can someone remind me what I was saying? Sound is fine, but picture's fuzzy. Oh dear. You see, to me, it looks really good. I mean, I've got like HD camera. Oh, that's strange. Oh, well, I can't be any more fuzzy than this lady. Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello. You all right?
Do I look fuzzy to you?
You always look fuzzy to me. But yeah, you do. You do.
Oh, no.
Crank up the hamsters in the Tinternet.
Well, Darren's downloading a game on his Xbox.
That'll be it.
That's annoying.
That Darren.
He's gone out as well. I don't know how to pause it, and he'll probably throw a hissy fit if I paused it.
You unplug.
No, he would kill me.
No, right? What you do, unplug it, and then plug it back in, and then when he comes in and goes, why isn't this? I don't know. I
Everybody will know.
You go, yeah, but we're not going to tell him.
Hello,
what-
Sue. Auntie
So-
Sue.
What are we
Hello,
gonna-
Julie. And who else did I see there come in? I can't remember. Sexy Lexi. Yes, she is Sexy Lexi.
Okay,
You
look
know what?
closer. Look closer. No.
Right, this sounds like I'm kissing your ass, but honestly, this is true. Last night we watched In Her Shoes. Have you seen that film with Cameron Diaz and I've forgotten her name?
It sounds like a chick flick.
It is a bit of a chick flick.
Mm.
It's more of about relationships between siblings than it's not like a rom-com or anything.
Oh, wait. No, I think I have. Who's the girl in it?
Her off Muriel's Wedding.
Yes.
Forgotten her name.
Quick IMDb. For God's sake. Otherwise,
Anyway, there's parts of it where Cameron Diaz, she reminded me of you, like the way she acted. Honestly,
we're very similar.
just the way she was acting, that reminds me of Lex.
Was she bullying you? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's it. Because we're not friends at all. We don't like each other, do we? We don't get on at all. And
yeah, Toni Collette.
That's it.
Yeah,
teeth lady. I call her teeth lady because she's all teeth.
I'm definitely not all teeth.
Right, if I get 10 yeses for going and unplugging Darren's Xbox, I'll do it. But he will have a hissy fit.
I've had some really nice news this morning.
Have you?
Right, so Nextdoor is sold.
Yeah.
And obviously you're a bit like, oh, I hope it's no one weird moving in.
Mm.
You know? And then my mate Tom texted me this morning. It's his girlfriend's brother that's bought it. I'm well happy because I've met him before. I've met the brother, and then there's his missus, and they're having a baby. But yeah, so I've met Julian before. I was probably drunk because it was Tom's birthday party. But yeah, it's like, oh, that's great. You know, they're not a bunch of weirdos. And it means that obviously Tom and Bex will be around as well to see them. It's like, yay, stop by for a coffee and stuff. So I'm landed with that. You know, I'm super happy with that.
Well, I feel sorry for the next block along because that was all single older men in the next block along to me. Right, so there's 6 flats. And it was all single men. One of them, he was really struggling with the stairs, bless him. And we used to see him like carrying his shopping from the shops, and he'd be so out of breath. The amount of times Darren took his shopping the rest of the way for him. So he's moved somewhere that's easier for him to access. And a young couple have moved in, and they've got friends coming round all hours. So I feel really sorry for Derek next door. And then they're in the middle of another one of the single guys. He died recently, so they've been doing all that flat out. So I hope somebody nice and quiet moves in there.
Oh, well, they don't have to be quiet. If the thing is, you can be a loud household if you're like nice and sociable with it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's like, yeah, come round for a coffee, or you know, hey, we're having a barbecue today, pop round if you fancy, or you know, what you don't want is, you don't want parties at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the neighbour that I was. Sorry. You know, I was probably a nightmare neighbour, to be honest, for a long time. But yeah, you don't want that, but you do want nice and sociable and, you know, people on the street kind of thing, you know.
Hi, Georgina. I'm glad you got your masks. I hope you're happy with them.
Drink.
Ooh, it's R. Kelly.
Oh, that was quick. I didn't even have a drink of a drink yet.
Oh,
sorry. Isn't your hair gorgeous?
I'm like a lion this morning.
You do.
lion. Wow. Oh, do that again.
How are you both?
So I was
Alright.
moaning about my my gaming neighbour, my gaming neighbour, the one that was
upstairs.
who's been gaming all night. I think he must be on furlough because he did have a job before. He sleeps all day and he games all night, and he's got his headphones on, so he's often shouts or laughs really loudly and wakes us up. So I tried one night, it was about 11:30. I tried ringing the buzzer, and he didn't hear it because he had his headphones on. So I thought, right, the only way I'm going to be able to communicate with him, it's a bit passive aggressive, but it has worked. I wrote him a note and stuck it to the front door of his
front door.
communal entrance, so other
Oh,
neighbours did see it. But it wasn't nasty. It just said, please, can you stop shouting and laughing in the middle of the night and waking people up? I've tried ringing the buzzer, but you can't hear me because you've got your headphones on. So it worked anyway. Since then, he has been quieter. Can still hear him talking, but it's quietly. Doesn't wake us up. So it has worked.
Quite often you don't realise how loud you are. Because when I first moved in here, we had an elderly couple who lived right next door to me, the house that adjoins mine, and we never heard anything. And obviously I've got young kids then, so we just thought the walls were nice and thick, and you just never heard anything, never heard them going up the stairs or nothing, no telly. It was lovely. And obviously they moved on. They went into an elderly person's home, and a family moved in. And the difference, running up and down the stairs and screaming at the kids and music playing. And so, but we had no idea. And obviously we'd been living as a normal family with young kids, thinking that our neighbours couldn't hear us, and they never said anything. But I should imagine that they found us noisy. We had no idea.
That's why they moved, Kelly. They were
No, they was lovely. They was lovely, the elderly couple. They always used to pop over the fence, and the old man every year he was probably in his 80s. He used to rebuild his shed every year and move it to a different corner of his garden just for something to do. And it was made out of old wooden doors.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it wasn't even a proper wooden shed. He's one that he cobbled together himself. He was lovely.
Aww.
But yeah, I had it last night. I had it last night with my neighbour's car, and talking about it. Yeah, they decided to have a party and get drunk, which is fine. Not got a problem with that. But when they start singing karaoke at 9:45 with all the back doors open.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
And you didn't join in?
No.
Aww.
But the kids were out on the street playing football till 11:30 last night. That's when I eventually fell asleep. We're talking 9-10-year-olds out on the street till 11:30, kicking the football about and screaming. But that's estate life. That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah. Well, when we first moved here, we had an absolute nightmare neighbour upstairs, a single young girl, and she was awful. And the amount of complaints I got to the council, she ended up getting evicted because she denied everything, denied it. And I had evidence. I had recorded evidence. Every time she had a party, I used to record the amount of noise. And then there was randoms kept coming in our garden, and 2 lads had a fight in our garden. And it was so stressful for me, so stressful. And then when I tried to speak to her about it, she ended up threatening, her and her mother ended up threatening me. So that wasn't nice.
So it's not bad where I am. It's normally quite quiet in the day, and most of the time it's just when alcohol gets involved, everyone goes a bit wild.
Yeah. Well, I've mostly got old people on this street, so it is a really quiet street. So I am quite lucky.
Yeah.
Hello, Christine. I've got one of your headbands on, my favourite one. Thank you very much.
I've not long come back in from shopping, and it's the first time I've wore a face mask for any length of time. I
Yeah.
hated it.
Mm.
I hated it. So, it's a proper medical one as well. Like the girls got it
Right.
from work for me. So it's only a lightweight one. Oh, I struggled with it on.
Oh, that's
It's
great,
just-
Connor. I'm glad you got you've a lot of people saying they've got their mask, which is great. I'm really sorry about the delay I had this week. It was a nightmare with the elastic.
Yeah.
I was just saying, look, it's all arrived now though. I've got loads of it. Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
terrible.
realise Barry hasn't got to wear one. If you've got asthma, you don't have to wear one.
No. I'm having to like wear mine in the house sometimes just to try and get used to it more.
Get used to
Because I
it.
don't want it to stop me from going out. But honestly, the anxiety I get it's not anxiety, it's the claustrophobia. That's what it is. And then I tell myself I can't breathe, which I can. It's so stupid. Am I dreaming about them? Not yet. They are filling my days though. It's all I seem to be doing. But I'm still enjoying it, which is the main thing. So.
Good. How many?
What you both up to?
Polishing silver, my favourite thing.
I should be ironing. Actually, Darren's just come in, so I'll shut the door now. Just speak to him.
And tell him to turn his bloody game off.
I will.
Darren, turn your bloody game off. Okay. Silvers. Pretty. Oh. So just having a conversation with someone on Etsy. Etsy, the only annoying thing is that you can't send or take offers on them. So somebody wanted 2 bracelets, and I said, okay, what I'll do is I'll combine them for you when you pay one lot of shipping. And they're going, I can't do it. I'm like, I've done you a new listing. You buy that listing. Yeah, but now I've got 3. I'm like, no. You don't buy the other 2 things. You just buy the one thing. Like, oh, no. Silly beans.
He said it's not affecting it because we're both hard-lined. It would only be if it was Wi-Fi.
What's up?
Right. Actually, you don't look fuzzy now anyway. Well, not to me.
Don't I? All right.
No, you look clear as day here.
Oh, okay. No, few people said I was fuzzy, and I said, well, Darren's downloading a game on his Xbox. Could it be that? But we're both hardline, so I don't think it is. It would just be if it was Wi-Fi.
Oh, Christine. Sorry, Christine. Where's you? Somebody else nabbed that one out from underneath you, I'm afraid. But if I get any more Moonstone ones, I don't think I've got any more. I shall let you know. However, I was showing this to Tom yesterday. Do you want to see my favourite ring at the moment? Yeah, my favourite ring. This is beautiful. I think this is it labradorite? Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that? Oh, look at it.
Lovely.
That is gorgeous. Shall I hand model it? Oh, look at that.
What size is it, Lex?
Hang on. It's a 6, which is, what's that? That's an L&1/2, I think. Something like that. Nearly an M.
Yeah. They always are. They're always about MN. Oh, yeah. Nowhere near big enough for me.
I was going to say, I'm quite big. Fat fingers.
Fat fingers, look.
Yeah, sausage fingers.
So pretty.
That's lovely.
I like that one much.
My friend Hayley, she's short as well, one of my best friends, and I think she's about 5'2", but she wears kids' clothes and she's got really skinny hands and skinny wrists, so she finds it really hard to get rings and bracelets and stuff that fit her.
Yeah, I bet. No, that must be difficult. I was watching. I think she's got a YouTube channel. It's like the world's smallest girl or the world's smallest woman, and she's like 2 foot something, absolutely tiny, and obviously she can only shop in the kids section, and all kids clothes have like picture of a duck and a clown. She's like, I want a leather jacket and stuff, and like, so that must be quite difficult. They managed to sort her out though. They managed to get her some, adapted some things, and guess we don't appreciate that we are normal size. I mean, we might be slightly bigger, but we are at least able to buy clothes and things.
I think my inside leg's 27, so I do struggle a bit with trousers sometimes and jeans. But my dad turns stuff up for me because he was an apprentice tailor, so he does a lovely, like hand stitched hem. So he often takes stuff up for me.
Why don't you do that?
Well, I could do it on the sewing machine, but it's just so much nicer when he does the hand stitch. I suppose I could learn how to do it. I should really, but my dad likes doing it. So if I find something, I'm just like, Dad, and he go, yeah, you sit there and do it.
Your dad still takes your trousers up for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
bless.
Even though he lives millions of miles away, you send them through the post.
If I buy some trousers or something when I'm there, and I want to, and they're too long for me, he'll take them up while I'm there. This has been getting on my blooming nerves. The bit of the blister popped.
Ew.
And it stuck to. I had my arm on the sofa, and it stuck to the sofa.
Yeah, it's an awkward place, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really awkward. So I've got this on this side. So if I'm laying on my left side in bed, that's irritating me. And if I lay on my right side, my ankles irritating me. So I'm just like, I was all over the shop last night.
What?
I doubt my dad will be watching because he's not very he's got his iPad, which he goes on all the time, but I don't think he's got notifications turned on, even though he's subscribed to me. He watches me about 3 weeks after I've done a live. He'll go, oh, I was just watching your live, what you were picking up. I was like, yeah, I did that 3 weeks ago, Dad.
No, I've just got to do something on Etsy.
I am considering putting some masks on Etsy because someone said to me, you probably won't be able to do the licensed one, but I've actually seen a seller who was selling them on Etsy, the licensed ones. I mean, obviously Etsy know about the licensing law anyway, that you can sell licensed stuff.
James just said, would it be better off with your thing putting a plaster over it?
I did have a big plaster on it, but it just went all soggy, and it's better for it to dry out. I might do tonight because it was irritating me last night.
Morning, everyone, by the way, in the chat. Hi, everyone. Said hello.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not planning on doing any work today.
No.
Yay.
Again.
Woo.
Woohoo! Now, I did do loads yesterday. I was on my accounts yesterday.
I need to do that.
I know, but I feel better now I've got them started.
Yeah.
Now, is that last year's accounts or this year's accounts?
No, that's last year's accounts, Lex.
Yay. Awesome. Yeah, I might consider starting them at some point. Well, no, I've printed them all off and I've done the numbers. I just haven't added the numbers up and in them. It's like they're all there. It's just that last bit of maths that I can't be bothered doing.
Is there anyone in the chat who's good with their accounts and does them on a regular basis? Tell us what your method is, what you do. Do you do them on the 1st of the month or?
I think Karen does hers
as well. I've been doing it on the 1st or the 31st.
Balls to that. That's
because I got so stressed that time where I left it, and then it took me like 3 solid days. So since then, I've been trying to do monthly accounts, and then I've got a spreadsheet as well. So I've been putting my figures in the spreadsheet so I can just add that up when I do my tax return. So, but it's going to be easier when the managed payments start, because it gives you a breakdown of the postage. So I won't have to add all my postage up. Yeah. Because that's a pain in the butt, that is.
Yeah, if you buy your postage through eBay, it tells you exactly what you spent on postage. That's lovely. I saw that yesterday, Lex. Beautiful.
No.
Unusual.
No.
Can somebody put that into Google Translate for me? Because my German isn't great. I'm better at understanding what people say when they speak it. If it's rude, just delete it.
Shall we guess what they're trying to say? I think this is what's going on here then.
I think it is something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, my accounts, every year I tend to leave them till January and get that stressed out feeling. I did them early once and I felt epic doing them early. And I said I was going to do them early every time. But once you get a couple of months behind, you think, oh, I'll do it next month. I'll do it next month. And then you end up where we are today. So
I know I was right good up until the end of the financial year. Like, you know, I had them all ready and everything. And then since April, done nothing. It was like, I've been good. And now I can just, There
you go, saying what you're talking about. We're talking about tax returns and eBay, and I make face coverings, and Lex does jewellery, and Kelly does a bit of everything.
Everything. Oh, that's nice as well, Lex. Look at the eyelashes.
I got that in Bristol, like at the car boot. It's cute, isn't it?
Very stylized. It's lovely.
It's Mexico, Taxco, Mexico.
Looks kind of 50s, doesn't it?
It's super cute, isn't it? With little whiskers and little eyelashes.
I like the eyelashes.
So lovely.
I'll do a little live picture of my psychedelic cats.
That's so cool. I do like that.
And then just normal cats. I'm not quite sure why it's got a brick wall behind it, but there you go. Normal cats.
Because why not?
Yeah. I've got to prep those. Make my orders today. Hello, Pam.
How many have you got to do today?
8 today.
Cool. How long will that take you then?
Some of them are prepped already. Making a special beard one for Steve.
A bearded one?
Yeah, it's going to be wider so he can tuck his beard in underneath.
Oh my God.
So I've got to cut that one special.
That's hilarious. What pattern are you doing? Can you give him a really, really girly, like a lovely floral one?
No, he's ordered just
My
black.
Little Pony one.
Boring.
No, he just wants black. And then I'm doing some new ones for Nick and Andrea and Ellen with filter pockets in.
I'd like a kitty cat one, please.
What, psychedelic? Yes. Does yours needs to be 3 layers, doesn't it?
Yes. And loops around the ears, if possible. Because I've got a big nose. I know people are going to go, you haven't got a big nose, but I know I do. Okay. It was like it pushes my nose down, which hurts.
Yeah.
But loop ones, they kind of sit a bit better on my face.
Do you need the pocket or not?
Yeah, do the pocket. Yeah.
Do the pocket. Yeah.
I mean, my nose is big. There's no denying my nose is big. But when I've got a mask on, it looks absolutely enormous. Just have to go with it, don't you?
That Christine says, shame you can't get fabric with a beard printed on it.
I've seen the one with moustaches, but not beards.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that would be quite funny.
Or I'd like one with the Cheshire Cat grin. Like massive, massive one. That would be fab.
I need to find, because you know my scan and cut machine, I can cut fabric that's got Bonder stuff on, which you could iron on. But the only trouble with it is, the reason I didn't go ahead and do that was because washing it at 40 degrees or more, it probably won't stay on there very long. So I would have to stitch it on, and then I don't know how good that would look. It would be better if it was like a printed fabric. But I mean, there are some people doing that, but they're obviously got, you know, big companies doing that. Because you can get the one with the skull, can't you? Like the skull, nose, and smile. And I have seen some smiley face ones. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Crazy smile mask on Dr. Hope's Sick Notes channel. Don't know about that.
I like Gimble's accountant. It's pretty much like everybody just stuff it all in a carrier bag, give it to your accountant.
Yeah. Mine's pretty similar this year, gotta say.
I had a box that I was putting everything in, but now I've actually got a box file. What's that? Silver?
Yeah.
That looks big. Is it a big one? Or is it not? It's just the way you're showing it. Yeah, it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because
I've got it up there.
Goes to there.
Hmm.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Are these all going on Etsy?
At some point.
Just going to play with them a little bit first.
Yeah, like maybe not today. Like I like it when someone goes, "Oh, you showed that in your video, and I couldn't find it on eBay." It's like, yeah, it's not going to make its way onto eBay for a few months. Yeah. I'm not, you know, I might be quick at listing, but I'm not very quick at getting it from that pile onto my to list today pile. You know, they language a little while and make friends with each other and stuff. You know.
Sublimation printing. Joan's daughter prints personalised masks. Cool.
I think Joan's daughter's got a just cards and obscene. Is it called obscene gifts or something like that?
Oh, right.
There's some naughty stuff on Joan's daughter's website. Oh, that didn't sound right, Joan. I apologise.
Cheeky. Do you mean cheeky?
Cheeky stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweary stuff.
Yeah, sweary stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's funny.
Yeah, Darren's birthday card I got him. I thought that because on the picture the F word was F ** K, so I just thought, oh, that's how it's going to come, and it didn't. The actual swear word. Nobody saw it though, apart from Darren, so that's okay.
Oh, this Etsy buyer is annoying me now. They're foreign. I think they're Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, can you put this in euros?" I'm like, "No, you can translate yourself into euros." Oh, can you just take off those few cents? I've already given you a £10 discount. I'm not taking off any more.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Buy it or fuck off, to be honest. Sorry for swearing on your channel.
It's okay.
But they're beginning to annoy me now. They're like, "Oh, but we've good customers. We bought from you before." I know you have, and thank you. But I've given you a £10 discount now. Like, don't ask for any more. You know? It's rude. It's actually rude.
Yeah. Mike, if I had the space, I'd love to do fabric printing, because I did that with my GCSE. I've done all like screen printing and that, and I've always wanted to do it again, like design my own screen prints. Which you can buy the kit that you can do that with, but it's really expensive at the moment. So I'm hoping that the next sort of year or so the price should come down. Because I'd love to do that, and then do like, you know, like, do you know who I am? And
yeah,
I'm sitting on my plumbing and all those qual merch and all those sort of things. I'd love to do that. That's pretty.
Another nice. They've got some nice silver bits, Lex.
I know. They're all mine.
That's nice.
That's a bit of amethyst in there. That's a little one though. That's quite small. Only just goes on my finger and then gets stuck.
Morning, Pam. Yeah, I'm on managed payments, Pam. Who was it yesterday? Yesterday I went on. Seems okay, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm finding it hard to speak because I'm so tired. Which is not good. I don't want to be grumpy. I feel sorry for Darren. When I'm tired, I'm so grumpy. I just end up snapping at him all the time.
Why are you tired?
Because of me ankle. Kept waking me up.
Oh, you've had a rough
I moved
night.
last night. Oh, I've just got to send someone a link to my Facebook page. Thing is, it doesn't matter whether they order it on Instagram or Facebook. It's the same thing. Because he keeps saying I'd prefer to pay via eBay, but I don't have anything on eBay yet. I haven't needed to. But you know, it's okay. I'll just put a link.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay, Pam. As long as you've got like a buffer to see you through the transition from PayPal to, because they hold you your money for a couple of days till it gets moving. So yeah, you should be okay. Oh, you seen what she just said? She's been to the auction house and someone handed in a gold and diamond bracelet that they found in a box of Lego.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Someone must have been looking through it or something and it fell off.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God. That's very honest of them, isn't it?
Haven't really noticed an increase in sales, Mandy. I mean, I have had a few sales since then. I have had two people that haven't paid yet, which I don't normally get. I don't normally get people that did. Normally, people pay straight away.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that's some sort of confusion on the buyer's end.
Have you got instant payment on, or can you not have that on anymore?
You can have it on, but I don't tend to have it on.
Right.
But I don't normally have it. That's what I'm saying. I don't normally have a problem. People normally pay as soon as they purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I have instant payment on because I get stressed when they haven't paid for a while.
I don't.
I'll just cut the stress out.
I don't have instant payment. Do you know why? Because sometimes I'm on eBay and I add things to my basket and I'll go, I'll come back again later and stuff. And I think if I'm like that and I don't want to, then other people are like that as well.
Well, can they not just watch it?
Well, no, sometimes I'm there, with my, what I'm like with spending money. I'm like, I'll have that. And then give myself, thing.
I've just realised, yeah.
And also what I've got, some people want to, do peruse your shop and maybe you've got an auction finishing at some point. And I'll have someone buy something and go, oh, is it all right if I pay for this when that auction finishes? Yeah, fine. I think you're probably losing out on sales, to be honest.
Yeah.
And also, come on, what stress is it really? Do you really get that stress? That person hasn't paid for their item. Good God.
I'll bring Darren in and he can tell you how I get, especially when I get return requests, how stressed I get. I take it so personally. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Returns are annoying. As I told you, did I tell you yesterday that I've got one for someone that's going like, oh, this isn't as described. It's very small. It's like, well, the size is in the listing. It's a bracelet. It's a kid's bracelet. It's that big. Sorry, you can't read. So they put out an INAD instead of just change your mind. But don't get stressed about it.
I know.
For God's sakes.
I know.
I had lady buy a dress. It was only, I think it was $11.99 delivered because I do free postage. And I'd had this dress for probably 18 months. and she's got it and it doesn't fit her. So she says, because I do free returns as well, do you mind if I return it? I says, no, you keep it, give it to the charity shop. It's not worth me paying to get it back, to relist, for it to sit another 18 months in my shop, because it took that long to sell the first time. There's no point. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I've lost money on it, but I didn't stress about it. She says, no, you just don't donate it to charity. And she says, oh, that's so lovely of you. I'll do that.
Yeah.
There we go. And then that also saves,
stress. It's just gone. It's out of my head. Don't have to worry about it. I mean, obviously, if it was more than that, then that'd be a different matter. But by the time I've took into account the postage to send it out, postage to get it back, how long it's been listed, relisting it, it's not worth the hassle.
I am better than
choose your battles, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, if you'd have met me a few years ago, you would have been, that girl needs to take a chill pill, because I was just
Corin. Right now, okay?
No, I was 3 times as worse as this. I was awful because I had a stressful job as well. I still find it hard to relax now, but I'm much better than I was. I mean, when my friends see me and my family see me, they're like, Karen, you're like a new person. I'm like, yeah, because I haven't got any stress, or very little stress now. I was terrible.
Do you know, a few years ago, is this while I was working in Blockbuster? Yeah, I think so. My doctor offered to sign me off work for a whole year. And I was talking about like quitting as a man, because like, it's not that Blockbuster stressed me. Blockbuster was really freaking easy. What stressed me was having to do pointless things all the time. That's what stressed me. And she was like, don't ever get a job with responsibility again, because she knows what I'm like. It's not that I can't handle responsibility. I handle it too well.
Yeah.
I take it home with me and I won't stop working and stuff.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I went to uni, and then I did a master's, and then I did a master's the same time as working full time in the TV industry. And then I had like a terribly stressful job, like in the TV industry, like when you're the center of communication for 200 people and having to find them hotel rooms every single day and all of this, very stressful. And then I went on to be a lecturer. So, so much for not getting stressful jobs. So that's why me polishing silver on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So sod that.
But Louise is doing new meditation sessions on a Monday evening. So I've signed up for that, because she's trying to do it to help people who can't find it hard to relax. So I'm going to have a go at that and see how I get on with that. Because my brain just doesn't switch off.
Well, Barry's taking me out later.
All right.
Guess where he's taking me? Trip down the motorway.
Hey.
He's been going, because you know what I'm like with the driving.
Yeah.
He's been going to work down the motorway that way, which is actually longer than the way he normally goes, but he's been doing it just so he can get used to going on and off the motorway. And he says to me earlier, I says, do you want to nip you down the motorway later? I says, oh, go on then.
Ray, what an exciting day.
Well, it's not exciting, but it's a step forward with facing my fear of driving on the motorway with him, because we want to be going to places. So obviously we've got to do it at some point. So
that is something I miss, because obviously when I go and see my mum and dad, that's one of the things we always do. We go out for a nice drive somewhere, and I do miss that. I'm sure there's some lovely places here that I've never been to, because they're not on a bus route or a metro route. So I've never seen them.
Yeah.
Well, get out there and adventurize.
If they're not on a bus route or a metro route,
maybe you can walk. You got legs.
What, a long way away? I can't walk a long way away. That killed me, that half-hour walk to the hospital.
You can get like the bus to somewhere like nearby and then walk there.
Let me see if I can put a link in the chat. Or can I don't know if I can I?
I mean, I've lived here for, oh God, about 24 years now. And it was only about 6 years ago that we realised that we live really close to a place called the Lakes.
Right.
And I thought it'd just be like a pond, a duck pond, small thing, but it's a massive lake. It is beautiful, like a nature reserve with a big lake. And we only discovered that's like I say, 6 years ago. It's about a 20-minute walk from my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
I've got some beautiful walks near my house. To say I live in the centre of Nottingham, really lucky.
Well, Darren takes Monty to this. You've got a golf course not far from us, and there's like all farmers' fields, and you can walk your dog through. Darren takes Monty there loads. I've never been because I don't think I could walk that far. I know
Get
I
some
should
roller
try.
skates.
Yeah, Karen, you don't think you can walk that far?
Well, I know I can, but I will be in a lot of pain.
See,
But I
there
can
you
take painkillers before I go. That's
Yeah.
something I need to start doing. Take painkillers, and then I won't be in as much pain.
There we go. I'm best stop there because people will say that I'm bullying you.
I'm trying to find out to do a link to copy the link for Louise's page. I can't work out how to do it. What's that? Oh, there. Copy link. Right, and then I'll have to email. This is the annoying thing because I don't have Facebook or Messenger on my PC because I don't want it on there. If I'm on my PC, I don't want distraction from that, so I'll have to email it to myself. Oh, hang on. I can open the chat on my phone. Right, there we go. I'm pasting it now, No.
So
You're not going out today, Lex?
I was going to go into town, but I'll probably do it on Monday now because I want to get this watch fixed. Well, I need that is a sterling silver watch face. Isn't that lush with mother of pearl in there?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It needs a new battery. It's missing one marker seat, which I could probably fix, and it needs a new
Strap.
Yeah. But it's something that's worth fixing, I think, because it's. I mean, look at it; it's just gorgeous.
It's nice.
Really good. Look at the way it sparkles. But like I'm not one for watches, really. Like I haven't worn a watch since I was like 11 years old. But I would consider that, you know, because that's really super pretty. So I was going to do that today, but I thought like it's raining, not in the mood. Oh, and you know that Etsy customer that was annoying me. So I did them like the one listing, and they kept going like that. Those were all their messages. Then can you just knock like 99 cents off to make it, you know, whatever? And I'm like, okay, it's not in euros on mine, so I don't know how much in pennies to take off. And seriously, I've knocked a tenner off for you. You really want like 13 cents taken off? Like, so I just said, and they do the like, oh well, you've lost a customer, whatever.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. I've actually, you know, I will sell those 2 items and I will get that tenner rather than, you know, the tenner that I've knocked off, especially for you. And I got, I'm fine with that. That's okay. You'll sell eventually. And then they just message again, go, oh, okay, then can you put the listing back up? No, because it'll go missing.
Yeah.
Won't it? It'll go missing. It'll be bad feedback, whatever. Nah, mate. Nah. Reducing stress, because that is stress waiting to happen. I'm just going to go, I'm all right with that. I'm going to sit here and polish my silvers.
That's the thing, isn't it? If there's no, what's the word? It doesn't cost anything just to be nice and civil and pleasant. And I
Yeah.
always try and be like that. And it's really difficult when someone's being funny, but I try my best to still try and be professional and pleasant. And then
Yeah.
sometimes they might turn around and actually be like okay with you. So
Well, I mean that, you know, perfectly fine up until they're like, oh, can you just knock a few more off? Right, I've done you a special listing. I've taken a tenner off. I've reduced the postage cost for you because obviously, you know, you wanted two, but like there's 2 bracelets. Obviously, there should be a cost for each postage. I've knocked it off. It's like you've already got a really cracking deal there. You basically saved 15 quid with me.
and they're taking your time up.
And taking my time up. It's
Yeah,
like just
but
let
you're
it
doing
go.
that.
And if you know, if you don't, bugger off.
So
Someone
this
asked
goes
a
back to
serious
this
question
goes.
earlier, but I'm not sure. Jane Ryan said, I have put a treadmill on for collection only. What do you do for proof he took it? Do you get them to sign something?
There's a new thing I've been reading about it on Facebook. I don't do pickup, but they do give the buyer a code,
Yeah.
or
Right.
you can scan it on your phone, like a Q8 code is what's it
QR
called?
code, yeah.
QR code,
Yeah.
or you can put a code in to say that they've picked it up.
Right. That's on Facebook, is it?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant on eBay.
Oh, it might be on eBay. I don't know. She hasn't said.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What I do is when they are picking up, I mean, I've only done it once, and that was with a bunch of knitting machine stuff, is I hand wrote a receipt for them because I've got a receipt book, took a photograph of that, and again, then gave them the other copy, and then I got them to, on their phone, mark as received while they were with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're marking it as received, so I'm not marking as dispatched, they're marking as received.
That's a good idea. Yeah. See, Darren's putting a TV on Facebook today, and he doesn't want to put it on eBay because he doesn't want the faff of eBay and the what you call it, the fees. So he's putting it on Facebook.
Yeah. Like Andrea says, sometimes you have to take a deep breath, come and move on. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like we were saying yesterday on Seller Ladies. You haven't got to face them customers face to face, so you can have a little rage about them, and then just keep it professional when you reply.
Yeah,
you're not bothered. Move on. It's different if they're hassling you when you're in front of you. Mind you, half of them wouldn't say the things they say if they was in front of you, but would they? Won't give you as much grief. They say, "Oh, okay then."
That's annoying, Chris. When people say, "Oh, my kids bid on that," yeah, that is annoying.
Right, number 1, cut your kids' fingers off. You know, and also we all know a lot of the times that's a little bit of bullshit.
Yeah, it's remorse. They've changed their mind.
Yeah, which is fine. It is fine. It's like freaking be careful, mate. You know.
Yep.
Like you want them to be a little bit more apologetic, don't you? Right. How cool is this? Ring, and then.
Oh, it opens up for your drugs.
Yeah.
For your sherbet. For your sherbet.
Your sherbet.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm hoping there's a date on it somewhere. I don't think there is. No. A shame.
I'd saying morning, Nick, but I can't see Nick in. Have I missed
Andrea?
Him? Andrea's in.
Oh,
hi, Donna. Donna's in. Donna the Brummie.
Hi, Donna. I popped into Andrew's last night because it was his birthday to wish him a happy birthday. They didn't look like they was having much fun, I've got to say. How did it end up, Aid?
I popped into Andrew's last night, and quite frankly, I think their misogynistic chat about hiring prostitutes and hire me an escort, like send me money for an escort. Like, don't get me wrong, prostitution is the oldest game in the book. I'm well up for it, right? Remember, the women are in charge. You do not scroll by cheapest first. You do not haggle for discount. You don't go like, oh, that's a minger, I'm not having you. Because, let's face it, she's probably looking at you and thinking exactly the same, okay?
Oh, I didn't see that bit. Naughty.
Absolutely disgusting.
And I'm sorry, Andrew, that's why I don't subscribe to you on YouTube. Because I don't agree with any of that. I don't agree with women being objectified at all, or men.
Well, no, being objectified, fine. But a bit of respect with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy. If someone wants to pay me for sex, that's absolutely great. But I tell you what, I'll be the one in charge, mate. Okay? Not you on your phone at home begging for money on the internet and you know, oh, please hire me a prostitute. That is actually, like, if you want it, right, prostitute's a treat. Remember that, okay? An escort is a treat for you. You don't search by cheapest first, mate. Go for class and quality, okay?
Apparently your ring you just showed is called a poison ring.
It is, yes. Yep. It's fab. And now it's all nice and shiny.
Oh, lovely.
It's like the old films where they used to poison the king. Pop it in his drink.
Yeah. So you'll be wearing your ring and you'll have your little powder of stuff. Oh, I'm just going to fix you a drink. Flip.
That's why if you've got a drink in a club or a bar, you take it with you to the toilets. You don't leave it on the bar.
We in it? What? And another nice little locket here. Look, a little heart. That's cute.
Nice chain.
It is that proper, lovely, chunky, long chain.
I tell you what used to drive me crackers when I used to go clubbing when I was younger. Walking through a crowd of people and you'd get smacked on the bum. If I'd have known who'd have done it, I would have punched him in the face.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, I mean, okay, let's bring the conversation down a little bit. I've been sexually assaulted 3 times. One of them was on a packed train on match day. Yeah. And nobody around me did a freaking thing. That's what's disgusting. Yeah. I mean, okay, that went to a very dark place then. Really, really sorry to do that. But I tell you what, people thinking that they can get away with that shit is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Just disgusting. Anyway, on a lighter mood, it's my birthday next week. Yay, I'm going to have a barbecue in the back garden. Way. If the weather's nice. Yeah, sorry, that went to a very dark place then. I do apologise. It just that conversation last night that I saw just really annoyed me. Yeah.
I'm very I don't like being disrespected just because of my sex. And if anyone is like that with me, I instantly do not like them. Because I just want to be respected as a person, a human being, and someone with intelligence.
Right.
I'm sorry that if you look down on me because I'm a woman and I'm weaker and I'm lesser, then I'm sorry you can just do one, because I'm not. And I have a very powerful mother-in-law who's won the British Empire Medal for all her work she's done with women, for women's charities, and she is very of that mindset as well. So that is something we totally do agree on.
There's no comments in the chat about this, so I'm presuming that it's quite the subject for a Saturday morning.
Well, I think that you get knocked down that many times, and you can either let it knock you down, or you can say, no, I'm not taking this rubbish anymore. You can't talk to me like that. And if you do, then I'm going to tell you so, that you can't talk to me like that.
Well, thing is, respect is a two-way street, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you expect to be treated well in a relationship, for example, then you also have to treat well, don't you?
Mhm.
And if you enter into relationships and it being a one-sided thing, well, what do you expect? You're going to get treated badly.
If Darren's having a bad day and he's snappy with me, I'll pull him up on it. I'm not going to let him be snappy with me. I'll say, look, excuse me, either talk to me civilly or don't talk to me, because you're not talking to me like that. And he'll just go in a little huff, and then he'll come back later and apologise. So, yeah, I don't. I'm no doormat. Everyone thinks he's under the thumb. He's so not. He's so not. Darren does what Darren wants to do.
As it should be. Everyone should do what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think I've not very often had that experience of people talking to me like that, but I just think that's the vibe that I give off, because they know that I'll say something back. I just don't take any shit from anybody. And I get into so much trouble because I do kick off.
Yeah.
I kicked off at a bloke at the car boot. He come screaming at me, thinking I was somebody else.
Oh, God.
Really, like, it was one of the organisers. And he was telling some blokes to move on because they brought a new rule in that you weren't allowed to buy before a certain time. And then when he come to me, thinking I was another woman, he really raised his voice, like so everyone would see, and he's making a point of, but he didn't do it to the blokes. So I was looking through a box and stood up, and I just gave it him back at the top of my voice. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
All right.
And everyone was looking, and I didn't give a toss. And he come up to me and apologised because he realised he had got the wrong person. He hadn't spoke to me the week before. But it really annoyed me when it was a group of blokes he was talking to and telling them that they couldn't do it. He was like, yeah, mate, you're not allowed to do that anymore. But when he come up to me, thinking I don't know if it was because of a woman or because he thought I was somebody else, he really raised his voice and said to me, and I was on my own, I just gave it him back.
Yeah.
Damn right. Do you know what Andrew just said? Hello, Heather, by the way.
Morning.
Hello.
There used to be a man who'd refuse to let me serve them in our game shop. Really infuriated me. I'd say, like, can I help? They'd say, is he in? And then ask Nick something that I could have helped with. I used to do that all the time. I was manager of Blockbuster, and then I had Andy, my assistant manager, and occasionally they would go, oh, can I talk to the guy? And it's like, I'm the manager. If you have a problem, like, you can for a start, and also, even if you do go and talk to Andy and he sorts something out for you, I can stop him. I can tell him no. I can kick you out.
Yeah.
And to me, you know, don't like the idea of speaking to a woman manager. It's like, sorry, I'm the boss here. Okay?
Do you know what really infuriated me recently? I don't know if you saw it when they were talking in the Houses of Parliament about beauty salons, and they were all making a joke of how about beauty salons and not being able to open yet. And it's just like, they don't care about beauty salons because they don't go to them, but because you can get your beard trimmed. I think have they changed it now? But you could get your beard trimmed, but you couldn't get your eyebrows done, which is the same thing, basically. I know. And actually, they had a woman on this morning saying, actually, we're behind you when we're doing most of our treatments. So it's actually safer than us being in front of you shaving your beard.
Yeah.
And you could have a face mask on while you're plucking your eyebrows.
Exactly.
Or waxing them or whatever.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And also, waxing eyebrows, that's a few seconds. Isn't it? That's, I mean, I love getting my eyebrows waxed. Come on!
I never cut mine.
I wouldn't get my armpits.
Oh, I had that done once, and oh my god, it's so painful. Never again.
No.
And she was like, "Oh, there's just a few strays I've missed. I'll get the tweezers." I was like, "Ah!"
Oh no! Bugger off with that.
I once brought a self-waxing kit to do my bikini line on my own. It didn't go very well.
I bet the air was blue.
It didn't go very well. And I didn't have no one to come and rescue me either.
That's good, Joan. That is very.
No,
are you losing me?
Sorry, Kelly. I know someone who did that on their own, and they were sat on the kitchen floor for some reason doing it, and they got stuck, like the floor, and they got stuck to the floor.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Karen, what were you saying then?
Oh, just Joan saying she was in a violent marriage, so she took it all, and now it's made her stronger, and she won't let anyone put her down now, which is great.
Good for her. Yeah.
Do you know, I wish I could go back. I'm trying to think how long ago it was. It must have been about 15 years ago. And I was out with Darren in town, and I had this, it was winter, and I had this really big long winter coat on, quite padded. So I looked bigger than I was. And we were in McDonald's, and I went and used the loo. And the loos are tiny in McDonald's, so I had to sort of shuffle round the door to get in and out. And this woman that was in the loos went, "I'm surprised you fitted in there."
What?
And I was just so shocked. Yeah, I was just so shocked by what she said that she walked out. She said something else as well. I can't remember what it was. The size of you, I'm surprised you fitted in there, or something like that. And I'd actually lost a stone. I was on Slimming World at the time. I'd only had a thing of water, mineral water in McDonald's. And I told Darren, and he went marching off after her down the street and confronted her and said, "What did you just say to my wife?" And she just totally denied it. Totally denied it. I wish I could have thought of something to say and like stick up for myself straight away. And I just didn't. I was just so shocked.
That's what I'm saying. I think in that situation, it's not something that you would be expecting somebody else to say, especially somebody who you've never met before, had no interaction with. Why would someone just come out and say something like that? They've obviously got problems in their own life, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. That's what I totally don't get. Like, okay, think that, because whatever you think about me is none of my business. That's what's happening in your head.
Right?
But don't say it. Like, how have you been brought up in that way? You know, it's like that is.
I would say she was in her late 50s.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse. Age is no excuse for ignorance. That's just plain rude, and deserves a gobful of venom back.
Yeah.
I was just so dumbstruck. I was just so shocked that she's actually said it. I just stood there and I just couldn't think of what to say. Oh.
Yeah, it's the shock of it all, isn't it?
Ooh.
Wow, look at them. You can tell the future with them.
Aren't they fab? Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh, I love that. Are they heavy or are they light?
They are quite well,
Glass.
reasonably.
Yeah.
I don't think they're on silver. I don't think it's silver. I just think they're fab.
Oh, I'll tell you something else lovely Darren done once. We were at a party and there's this guy there who's an absolute arse, and he was winding my friend Suzanne up, and I think she had some water in her glass or something, and he said something really horrible, so she chucked a glass of water at him.
Oh, nice.
And he got his whole pint of beer and tipped it over her head. And she was absolutely devastated, mortified, all her makeup and everything. So Darren sort of went and defended her honour and had a go at the bloke.
Aww.
So, I knew he was a good one. That was years ago. I was like, when we first met.
He's a good egg.
Yeah.
Good
He doesn't like seeing anyone.
Yeah, but didn't you just say that she threw a glass at him first?
She chucked some water on him, I think on his shirt, but it was just water. But he just got the beer and put it right over her head.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. It works both ways. Women can't abuse men and just put it down to, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was really nasty doing that though, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that doesn't get talked about. Women abusing men,
It does happen.
and it does happen a lot more than you think it does.
More than most men would admit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are lovely earrings. How much? What do you reckon you'd sell them for? Oh, really
don't know.
unusual.
don't know, probably £6 or £7, I think.
Really?
A bargain.
They are cool.
Joan, I've just imagined your eyes being like that. Like a chameleon. She's watching us on YouTube and Shelley on Instagram.
Oh,
I did see Shelley. I saw that this morning.
Shelley's live right now on YouTube with this stuff.
Oh, she's on YouTube.
Yeah.
She's on
I didn't
Instagram.
realise it because I popped in to say hello because she's got literally something like I've never seen so much boxes of stuff in one place.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if that was the stuff she got from, as I euphemistically put it, Mr. T, without trying to give everything away. I didn't know if she got that from him, but that's huge. I mean, that's an ocean of
Oh, I'll have to
jewellery.
go and have a look in a bit if she's on
I was
there.
gonna say, I might have to be a bit rude, Karen, although we have been on for over an hour and that.
Yeah.
And I do kind of
I want to
fancy.
see what she's got.
You want to see? Yeah, so do I. I'm kind of curious. I'm just
That-
packing. I've literally got bags of stuff to take to the garage. I've been packing them up ready for filing. I've got about 5 huge bags. I've got to take them up there this morning. So, oh.
Well, I've got to get on and do some work anyway because I've got these.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
it's
just
good
wanted to
timing then.
Yeah.
So everyone, go over to Shelley. What's her
Yeah.
channel?
Chelsea Rooney.
No, it's just Shelster eBay Queen now.
Yeah, changes.
Everyone go over there and have a look
See
at
you
her
all in
jewellery.
Shelley's then.
Okay.
We'll have a nosy, see what she's got.
The nosy. Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
Karen.
Bye, everyone.
Karen, bye.